Now combine the struggle to get a vaccine with a language barrier. Spanish is the second most spoken language in Arizona, according to the census. So how are we making sure this population is getting the proper information about getting vaccinated and that they're getting it in their own language? ABC 15's Liliana Soto was at the State Farm Stadium vaccination site today. She has the latest on that issue.
Well, when the state's population is a third Latino and many of those Latinos speak only Spanish or it's their language of comfort, I think that we need to make that language option available.
Cesar Chavez is a state representative. He represents the largest Latino population in Maricopa County.
And actually State Farm Stadium is in my district, so the need for Spanish-speaking individuals to help out those that either are more comfortable in Spanish or only speak Spanish is very crucial.
However, on Tuesday, we were told by the interpreters at State Farm Stadium that they only had 2 people helping.
2 interpreters is not enough. I mean, when you're rolling out a massive vaccination effort here in the state of Arizona, especially in an area that's predominantly Latino.
And just to give you some perspective, as you first come in, you're going to see a sign that is in both English and Spanish. But as you head out to the person greeting you, that person is not multilingual.
In Texas, like Arizona, many of the folks that fall under Group 1B are Latino. And because the predominant age group is still 65 or older, there are also a lot of immigrants. There are a lot of folks that are native Spanish speakers that need this help and the translation services to get that vaccine.
Juani Torres is a bilingual volunteer at a vaccination site in San Antonio, Texas, an area with a similar demographic as Phoenix. But unlike us, she says, they do have Spanish speakers helping in not only 1, but 3 specific points of contact.
We had Spanish speakers at the beginning of the line, so that from the very beginning, when a car drives up, they know that they're going to be greeted and welcomed in their language. Then there were a couple Spanish speakers in the middle of the process, and then of course at the end to be runners and help the doctors.
So why doesn't Maricopa County have a plan like the one in Texas? We reached out to the Maricopa County Health Department. They released a statement that says, in part, as we roll out vaccines to more populations, we will be implementing more and more options to serve all members of our community. We have a contracted vendor who can provide us additional support in many other languages for both phone and in-person needs.
We're directly contracted by Arizona State University Watts College, and we're working with Maricopa County to do this.
Bill Peters has been helping with Spanish language services at the State Farm Stadium. He says they plan to soon expand their services.
Right now, there are plans to have at least 5 sites in the valley and get probably interpreters for that.
But do we have enough vaccination supply for 5 sites? Cesar Chavez says not in rural areas.
I do know that in other parts of the state, there is a shortage. A lot of individuals from Pima, Pinal, Yuma County, Navajo County are coming down to Maricopa to get vaccinated because they're receiving as small of a number as 100 vaccines. That needs to be amplified. We need to get more vaccines out into the rural areas and ensure that they're also receiving the same or similar services to that here in Maricopa County.
Even protesters here have signs in both English and in Spanish. Maricopa County, though, says if you have questions in Spanish, you can call their call center, and that number is 602-542-1000, or you can also dial to 11. In Glendale, I'm Liliana Soto, ABC 15, Arizona.
We did reach out to the Arizona State Department of Health asking about the number of interpreters there in person helping at the vaccination site at State Farm Stadium. And a spokesperson told us this, saying, quote, "We have the resources to provide interpretation in Spanish. I'm not going to go bother people on the weekend to get you an answer for an exact number."